morning, it's 10:02. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We have a fairly short agenda today. We've all had a chance to look at it. Any changes needed? Seeing none, do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll restate the agenda items. First, we'll start off with public input on non-agenda items. We have the consent agenda with 3 different items, minutes, capital improvement fund checks, and general fund checks. No unfinished business. Under new business, we have a resolution on a budget amendment, and then a 2026 meeting calendar that we'll review and approve. We'll finish off with the fire chief's remarks, our remarks, and then we will adjourn.
Thank you.
All right, seeing that at this time, is there any public input on non-agenda items? Seeing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Again, we've all had a chance to look at this. Do I have a motion to approve consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
New business, resolution 2025-08 budget amendment CIP fund. Chief, do you want to give us a quick rundown on what we're
Sure, I'm
doing?
going to defer to Jane on that if you will, but we have to do some budget transfers, so I'll let Jane explain.
Director Thompson.
Well, good morning, Commissioners, Chief, Craig.
Okay.
Resolution 2025-08 essentially amends the budget. We estimated in the CIP fund $4 million in expenses. We exceeded that by $187,648. So we're amending that along with the revenues. We're pulling the amount of state grant funds into revenue to cover the total expenses. And that's $4,187,648. So in order to do that, we're increasing the budget, which requires a resolution by the board. So if you'd like, I can read the resolution into record.
Certainly, thank you.
It's resolution 2025-08, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of Fort Myers Beach Fire Control District, Florida, to amend the capital improvement projects fund budget for fiscal year 2024-2025, providing for severability, providing for an effective date. So whereas the Board of Commissioners of the Fort Myers Beach Fire Control District is desirous of amending the capital improvement projects budget, annual budget and parts thereof for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. And I'll skip down to section 3. The amendment of the capital budget for the fiscal year end 25 is, the adjustments are as follows. The state grant revenues will be increased by $4,187,648. Fund balance carry forward will be decreased by the same amount. Construction in progress, which is an expense, will be increased by $187,648. And designated reserves for the Station 31 construction project will be decreased by the same amount.
Thank you. With that being read into the record, is there a motion to adopt resolution 2025-08?
I'll make a motion to adopt it.
I'll second.
And this is a roll call vote.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Discussion, questions? Seeing none, we will go with the vote. Commissioner Nickel,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleming,
Yes.
Commissioner Lezak,
Yes.
Commissioner Farrell,
Yes.
and I also vote yes. It carries 5-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next item on our agenda is our proposed meeting schedule for the coming year. Chief, any notes that we need to know about?
No, so we've been typically running every third meeting 4 times a year, evening meetings. You'll notice that the January meeting, we've made that an evening meeting. That's kind of a break from the tradition. The reason for that is that the December meeting being a typical night meeting this year, we're amending that. So we're going to be revising that notice and holding that meeting on December 10th. We're making that a daytime meeting. So in January, with our new folks, we'll be doing some pinnings and swearing in. So that's the reason the January meeting is a night meeting. And then other than that, we're picking up the typical schedule throughout the rest of the year.
Anybody have any major conflicts with the schedule? Remember, those September meeting timeframes are budget timeframes, so it's very important we're all around for those.
That is the September and October one?
The September 23rd meeting is likely going to be the second reading. So while it's not on here, I would probably look a couple weeks ahead and pencil in that other September date. We don't have a tentative date, budget meeting date, but
So sometime in September earlier in the month.
correct. If you look ahead, probably somewhere around the 9th, Jane?
I was just pulling it up to see. It would be the Wednesday before, 2 Wednesdays before.
Yeah, so that's like the 9th.
The 9th.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
9th,
Yeah.
correct.
So possibly the 9th or the 10th, depending on other government bodies.
That's correct. We can't conflict with other
Okay.
agencies, so.
Although they didn't seem to have trouble conflicting with us, did they?
That's different.
And I think the January 5 o'clock, I don't see a large traffic problem, and then the April 5 o'clock, we're past Easter at that point, so.
That first one is the only one I have any trepidation
Is
about.
it?
The traffic. You just never know what's going to happen.
traffic.
I think we have a plan what we're going to be doing on that day. It's kind of important, so we'll have to make a special.
Yeah. We'll come early for lunch.
Yeah. We might have to.
Chief,
All right.
the meeting's coming up in December. We have a meeting on the 10th.
Yeah, yes, we're working on revising the meeting date. So we're going to take our meeting that's scheduled normally in December and move it up to the 10th,
Okay.
And that'll be at,
10 a.m. and it'll be here.
okay.
So, Jane, have we noticed that in the paper yet?
No, it'll go out probably Friday.
Got it. Yeah. And then the meeting later in the month. You can disregard that. We'll have your notices out shortly for those changes.
When was the meeting later in the month? The week of the 15th, right?
It's moved up.
It was the 17th, wasn't it?
17th.
Okay, so we can delete that one.
Yeah, I think Christina will update all the.
Right. We'll send you a cancellation and a new one.
Okay, perfect, thank
Our
you.
meeting is the 10th then.
The 10th at 10 a.m. if you want to pencil it in
Okay.
for this month or for December this year.
Any other questions, input on the 2026 meeting dates? If not, do we have a motion to approve the times and dates for this coming year's meetings?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Discussion, questions, public input, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, Chief, brings us to your remarks, sir.
Very good. So, thank you for those other 2 items. Jane, thank you for reading the budget stuff. I'd like to welcome aboard 4 new members. The first one, Jim Vallarta, is our new logistics coordinator. He's replacing Trevor, a position that we froze for some time after the storm. We're glad to have Jim aboard. He comes to us recently retiring from a 40-year career as a master electrician. His experience and knowledge of commercial facilities is certainly going to prove valuable in keeping our facilities up and running. Welcome aboard. Firefighter medic Greg Dolan. He joins us. Greg's from the East Coast, and he comes to us with experience working in an emergency room hospital environment. He is a firefighter paramedic, and he also has experience as a one-on-one personal trainer for a special needs individual. So he did that for almost 5 years. So I know his caring and concern for our patients is going to be there, as it should be. Next, we have paramedic Yanmani Lugo. He started EMS transport in 2011, also on the East Coast. Since 2014, he's been here in Lee County with Lee County EMS. He left Lee County EMS as we offered him employment, so he has 11 years running ambulances here in Lee County, and he knows our system. Also, since 23, he's been working part-time as an American Heart Association instructor with the Florida Southwestern College, so comes to us with some good experience. At one time, he was a Florida certified firefighter, but because he stayed in EMS, he let that certification lapse, so he'll be starting fire school in January. Having gone through it before, not worried about him getting through it, looking forward to having him fully certified and up and running. Firefighter medic Miguel Flores spent 10 years in the Air Force as a pararescue man, planning and executing rescue missions as a combat medic. His role required him to train with all the disciplines included in urban search and rescue operations, including high-angle rescue, confined space rescue, vehicle extrication, swift water, etc. His experience in accessing patients by both air and water bring an extra level of experience that will serve well in caring for our community. So I thank him for his service to our country and welcome him to our FMB family as well. You've heard me talk about the need for hands-on training in our agency. You've also heard me talk about the foremost live fire training area in the country. That's the Fire Department Training Network located in the outskirts of Indianapolis. This month, 4 of our folks attended an intense week of live fire training. They got repetitive sessions in a live fire environment, and I want to highlight firefighter Darwin Adamas, firefighter Alex Kraus, firefighter Ivan Rojo, and engineer Joel Martinez for stepping up and taking on this challenge. Their feedback was that this training was everything it's made out to be, both tiring but also incredibly rewarding. And I also, Chief Armiger had sent an email to the guys. I'd like to read that if I can, because I thought it encompassed this well. So this is from Chief Armiger. I want to take a moment to personally thank each of you for stepping up and representing our department at the Engine 1 course at FDTN. This wasn't another training, it was a challenge. You chose to lean in on something new, intense, and frankly intimidating. This takes courage, commitment, and a mindset focused on growth. I'm proud of the way you showed up, pushed through, and brought back value experience that will strengthen our entire team and that makes our community safer and better for it. Your willingness to invest in yourselves and in the mission reflects the kind of leadership and professionalism we strive for. Keep that momentum going. You've set a strong example. Well done and thank you. And I'd like to say I concur also. Great job by all of those guys. Carrying with the training, this week, our entire ops team is participating in a 3-day training called Mid-Rise Mayhem. You might have seen the trucks and the vehicles parked at the library yesterday. That was the first day of the class where it was all classroom. Today and tomorrow, the folks are doing hands-on training at 2 mid-rise facilities on the south end of the island. Thank you to Chiefs Armiger, Sullivan, and Sears for bringing these experts into the district to train our folks in our own environment. Also, thank you to the communities that have opened up their buildings to us for this training and to the departments who are backfilling our stations while the training is happening. Our fire station remains on track and in budget. I'll be with Beach Talk Radio on Saturday for a walkthrough of the station so he and his audience can get a first-hand look at our progress. We are nearing the completion of the merger study. We will soon post notice revising the December meeting date, moving it up to December 10th at 10 o'clock here at Diamond Head, as we've already talked about. Our consultant, Mr. Engel from the J. Engel Group, will be here to present to you and to the community their findings from their study. We look forward to that presentation. Later that evening at 5 o'clock, Iona McGregor has moved their meeting dates as well, so Mr. Engel will be presenting to the Iona community and board at 5 o'clock same evening. November is a big month for activities here on the beach. I'd like to remind everybody that the annual sand sculpting event begins tomorrow and to come out and support the FMB community and the sculptors themselves. We'll have folks on site providing fire safety literature and information to those in attendance. And our firefighters have again this year made a fresh new 2025 calendar. And I believe they're going to be on site selling those calendars with a portion of the proceeds benefiting the FMB community organizations. I'd also like to highlight the job that everybody did. We had a structure fire last week on Pearl, right there on the beachfront. It was the day that the winds were as intense as they've been this year, and the crews did a phenomenal job getting in there and making a quick stop on the fire. So to everybody that participated in that, thank you for their hard work. That fire included units from Bonita and Iona McGregor, Lee County EMS, and Lee County Sheriff's Office. Finally, I'd like to recognize our November anniversaries. Firefighter Oscar Gonzalez passed his 1-year mark this month, but that doesn't really tell the whole story about Oscar. He returned home to the East Coast in 2021 to tend to family members. Last year, he and his wife decided that the West Coast was where they wanted to be, and we were glad to have him back at FMB. Altogether, Oscar really has 8 years of service with the FMB community and with our agency. In addition to Oscar, Commissioner Fleming has 9 years. Commissioners Bennett and Lezak have 7 years. Commissioner Farrell also has 1 year on the board. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you again for your service to our community. And for Commissioner Nickel, I didn't forget about you. Your original appointment to the board was mid-session, so we'll get you in June.
All right.
All right. And then the very last thing, I hope everybody has a terrific Thanksgiving and that we all get some time with family and friends for the next few weeks. That's my report.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Any questions? Great job. Welcome aboard to all those new folks, and great job with all of our folks going to the training. When we send, I'm assuming, but I'll ask the question. Are those 4 individuals with the live fire training, are they on different crews throughout the stations, or?
They are.
Okay, so they get to
They're not all from
knowledge.
one group. It was 3 firefighters and a driver who attended.
So we affect 4 shifts by 74 people.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
4 different groups. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
All right, brings us up to commissioner remarks. Volunteers?
I'll go.
Commissioner Lezak.
Yeah, so congratulations to all our new hires. Thank you to the 4 gentlemen that took time out of their personal lives to go do training. I'm a big believer in that, and I think as much training as we can give and as much as they're willing to do, I support it 1,000%. It's not just the training, it's the interaction you have with other people there, it's the conversations you have, it's the pearls of wisdom that get shared that aren't a part of the training, but happen just naturally in an environment like that. So very important, and I want to urge everyone to continue doing that. I want to thank the group of our firefighters who were out at the Beach Kids Foundation's first pickleball tournament last Saturday. My husband played in it. I got to be an announcer and also give some awards, and they were out there with the tent selling t-shirts and calendars and supporting the community. And we had some really great conversation while I was out there, and through that we found some opportunities where they can partner with the chamber and with the community to do some events coming up. I told them about the Women's Christmas Tree Festival. There's no reason our fire guys and gals should not have a Christmas tree in the Christmas Tree Festival for the nonprofit side of things. So I've connected them with the folks for that, and then I've also connected them with our nonprofit alliance on the island. Because the firefighters have their nonprofit group, they should be a part of our nonprofit alliance on the island, so they've already been connected in with that. Darwin and I had some great conversation and had a couple of chuckles and had some good laughs. So look forward to hosting them for the next 5 days out on the sand. As you can see, we're out there busy running around, and they've got a nice spot right by the front entrance so that they can not only engage with the attendee goers, but also be available should we have any situations we need to handle, which I don't anticipate we will have any, but prepared is better than caught off guard. So, and thank you for anyone who's coming out to spend time with that. Please, everyone else, please come out, and I still need volunteers. Especially Sunday and Monday. So if anybody's out there who wants to volunteer, please bring us up. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Farrell.
Sir, I echo everything Commissioner Lezak said. Congratulations to the new team members. Also to shamelessly promote American Sand Sculpting going on this week. Happy to volunteer. Encourage others to volunteer as well, so you don't leave me alone. And then lastly, I'm just really happy to be here.
Thank you. Commissioner Nickel.
Thank you. I likewise would like to echo congratulations to our new employees. In listening to their experience level that you talked about, I was I'm just incredibly
I agree.
impressed as well as thankful that we're able to attract some outstanding candidates to come and work here at Fort Myers Beach Fire District. And I think it speaks highly of our organization, because they look at us as much as we look at them to determine where they want to go spend their careers. And I think it speaks highly of both of us, and I'm very pleased that we've been able to bring these folks on board. I also wanted to take a minute to thank the firefighters and officers from Station 33, and anyone really that's had contact with a young man that lives at Estero Cove. His name is Isaiah. He's kind of a special needs person, and he is really impressed with the fire department or the fire district, and he spends a lot of time over there, and they have just been wonderful to him. He comes back and just can't get enough of explaining how great they have been to him. And I want to sincerely say to that crew next door, thank you so very much. They actually had to come on a call. I think he beat them to the to the location.
It won't be long, and he'll be teaching fire courses.
Yes.
Yeah, he is dedicated for sure.
Yeah, you've had an opportunity to interact with him.
Yes, he's our honorary firefighter.
Yeah, I know.
About a year ago we did that, but
I thought that it was just outstanding that our organization would take the time to reach out and spend some time with him and make his life better and more meaningful. So, thank you.
Thanks, sir. Commissioner Fleming.
I agree with everything that everyone's already said. Every day I strive to learn something, and reading the executive summary of our merger, I didn't know where'd it go? Phenomenal. It's the fourth paragraph, second line, notional. Like, what's notional? Not nominal, notional. Well, it means something that deals with finance. That said, I enjoyed reading the executive summary. We're already doing many things that it suggests, and I'm pleased with that. The day of the fire, I was on Old San Carlos having a beer, and I heard siren go by, which they do all the time. And then another one came over the bridge. I said, well, there's a fire somewhere. At the same time, I got a text from a neighbor saying, what's burning on Pearl? I said, well, I think I'll go look. So, and of course the street was blocked, but I just drove on the other side, the wrong side of the street, and got there and parked. That was a tremendous stop. It's fortunate for the homeowner that someone left the garage door open, so they didn't have to destroy that or something else to get in. And it was still burning like hell when I got there, which was maybe 10 minutes after it started. And you could just see that it was hot. And what really impressed me the most was our crews, before anyone else arrived, they contained that fire with one hand line. The second backup line wasn't charged. So those guys got in there, they knocked it down, and in that structure, the only thing that can burn are the contents, because it's all concrete. So they crawled into an oven, and it had to be hot, and that was a real fire. You know, that's a fire when I pull up and I would see something like that, it's like, send more people. And congratulations to everybody who was there. And that's all. Oh, Jackie, I'm already working almost every day, so, especially Sunday nights.
Thank you, sir. I echo what everybody else has said. Great job to the crews. Welcome aboard to the new folks. It's exciting to see us continue to grow and move forward and be a robust organization. Great job on the fire. I know the person that is the homeowner, and they're appreciative of what was saved. You know, they were in the middle of a very extensive post-hurricane renovation. And this is unfortunately a bigger setback than they anticipated to begin with. So.
They were okay, right?
Yeah. I mean, physically, yes.
Yes, physically,
Emotionally,
yes,
it's,
yes. Yeah,
we've
well,
all been
trust
through
me,
it.
yes. We get that.
But yeah, that's, again, the crews did a great job. The coordination with our neighboring districts, again, good to see, and that's what mutual aid is all about. You know, that's when these merger study discussions come about. It's a little bit of silliness, in my opinion, because it's, you know, we already work as a team through our intergovernmental agreements, and it's a hard thing to tell a community that you want to affect their firefighters and your organization and your town, and I think that's true both with the beach and with Iona. So excited to see the results from Mr. Engel on the 10th. Wish everybody a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hopefully you get to spend a little time with family and relaxing and overeating and watching some football. Beyond that, I have nothing else unless somebody else does. All right, this meeting's adjourned. Thank you.